I believe you're aware your father's accounts were completely drained before he passed, the lawyer said, his voice slick, his smile sharp as a blade. The family stared at him, stunned. Drained? That's impossible. Their father had built a fortune from the ground up: real estate, businesses, investments. How could it all vanish? What the lawyer didn't know was that the old man had seen this coming years ago. Today, the truth was about to unravel, and the man across the desk would regret underestimating this family. Rain hammered the windows of Carver and Sons, mixing with the tense silence inside the office. The room smelled of polished wood, high-end cologne, and something sour lurking beneath. On one side of the oak desk sat the Coleman siblings. Ethan Coleman, late 30s, broad-shouldered, his face unreadable. Sophia Coleman, early 30s, sharp-witted, her eyes scanning for lies. And Noah Coleman, just 13, quiet but watchful, his fingers gripping a faded yellow envelope hidden in his jacket. Across from them was Mr. Leonard Carver, their late father's lawyer. A lean man in his 50s, his tailored suit gleamed, his gray hair swept back, and his smile stretched thin, like it might crack. Carver leaned back, fingers laced, relishing the moment. Your father's accounts were empty before he died, he repeated, voice smooth but icy. Sophia's eyes narrowed. Ethan's jaw tightened. Noah clutched the envelope tighter. Empty. Their father, James Coleman, had spent decades building wealth: apartment buildings, a trucking company, farmland. Penniless. It didn't add up. Ethan spoke first, voice steady. That's impossible. Dad was loaded. He worked his whole life for us. Carver sighed, pulling a folder from his briefcase and sliding it across the desk with theatrical slowness. Bad investments, debts, legal fees. You know how it goes. Wealth fades. Sophia leaned forward, her gaze piercing. Funny, considering he was collecting rent on 4 properties last month and had accounts at 2 banks. Carver's eyes flickered, a brief crack in his polished mask, before he recovered with a tight smile. Appearances can deceive, Ms. Coleman. A sinking ship stays afloat until the last plank rots. Noah shifted, the envelope heavy against his chest. His father's words echoed. If something feels off after I'm gone, you'll know what to do. Trust yourself, son. Ethan flipped through the folder pages of legal jargon, debt notices, all too neat. Where's the will, he demanded. The one he notarized last year? Carver shrugged, feigning regret. Without assets, a will's irrelevant. The original's been misplaced. The air grew thick. Noah locked eyes with Ethan, a silent signal. Ethan slammed the folder shut. You're saying a man with 3 apartment complexes, a farm, and a trucking business had nothing? Carver's smile tightened. Ownership can be deceptive. Mortgages, lawsuits, medical bills, they drained it all. Sophia's voice was cold. Show us the documents. Mortgages, lawsuits, bills. Now. Carver shuffled papers, hesitating too long. Some files are confidential or under review. Ethan's eyes burned. Convenient. Noah's mind raced, his father's warning clear. The one who smiles widest hides the most. Sophia crossed her arms. Mr. Carver, 2 weeks before Dad died, I drove him to the county office. He paid property taxes in full. No debts, no liens, no lawsuits. So either you've got the wrong James Coleman, or you're lying. Carver's jaw twitched. People hide things, he said. Perhaps your father wasn't as open as you thought. Ethan leaned closer, voice low. Or maybe you think we're too dumb to notice you're stealing. The accusation hung heavy. Noah's heart pounded. This was the moment. He brushed the envelope's edge. Not yet, he thought. One more lie. Sophia fired the final shot. If there's nothing left, why are you pushing us to sign settlement papers? Carver's smile faltered, fear flashing in his eyes. The mask cracked. Noah knew it was time. The office felt like a freezer. Ethan and Sophia exchanged glances, sensing the setup. Carver coughed, shuffling papers to regain control. Let's reconvene later, he said, reaching for new documents. But Noah wasn't listening. Under the table, he tore open the envelope. Inside, a flash drive and a folded note in his father's handwriting. He scanned it quickly. Son, if you're reading this, I was right about Carver. The drive has the proof. Protect your siblings. Expose the truth. I love you. Dad. Noah's throat tightened. His father had known. At 13, Noah was trusted to fix this. He slipped the drive into his pocket, mind racing. He needed a computer. Carver pushed papers at Ethan and Sophia, words tumbling out. Just formalities. Signed to finalize. Ethan slammed the desk. We're not signing anything until we see every document. Sophia stood. Noah, step out for a bit. Noah nodded, bolting to the hallway. The receptionist's desk was empty, her laptop open. Heart racing, he plugged in the drive. A single file appeared. Confidential Carver meeting 3 weeks before death. Hands shaking, he clicked play. The grainy video showed Carver in his father's office, smirking. Come on, James, Carver said. No one will notice what's missing. Leave it to me. I'll handle it quietly. A man like you doesn't want the wrong people getting your money, right? Noah's stomach churned. His father's voice answered, firm. If you think I'll let you rob my kids because of who they are, you're dumber than I thought. Carver laughed. You won't be around to stop it, old man. The video froze on Carver's smug face. Noah's fists clenched. Proof of fraud, racism, betrayal, it was all here. He yanked the drive out, forcing himself to walk calmly back to the office. Inside, the tension was electric. Ethan loomed over Carver's desk, rage barely contained. Sophia stared Carver down, arms crossed. Carver wiped his mouth, hand trembling. You're delaying the inevitable, he said. Sign, or fees will pile up. Sophia's voice was razor-sharp. You mean before we catch your lies? Carver's eyes darted. Ethan tossed the papers to the floor. No signatures. Not ever. Noah caught Sophia's eye, nodding subtly. She smiled. Actually, Mr. Carver, we have something to show you. Carver sneered. What's that? Ethan pulled the receptionist's laptop closer. Noah plugged in the drive. Carver froze. Ethan's voice was ice. Don't move. Noah opened the video. Carver's voice filled the room. No one will notice what's missing. Leave it to me. Carver's face paled. The video rolled on. A man like you doesn't want the wrong people getting your money. Ethan's fists tightened. Sophia's glare was lethal. Noah stared at Carver, unflinching. The final line played. You won't be around to stop it, old man. Silence choked the room. Noah spoke, voice soft but heavy. Dad knew you'd try to steal from us. He trusted me to stop you. Carver stammered, you don't know what you're doing. Ethan cut him off. We know exactly what's happening. Sophia was already dialing. And so will the cops. The door burst open. Sheriff Daniels, a tall black man in uniform, entered with 2 deputies. Ethan had tipped him off during the video. Leonard Carver, Daniels said, unfolding a warrant. You're under investigation for fraud, forgery, and conspiracy to defraud the Coleman estate. Carver shot up, sputtering. This is absurd. I'm their lawyer. Daniels didn't flinch. Your voice on tape says otherwise. That's a confession. The deputies cuffed Carver, the click of handcuffs echoing. He struggled, shouting, they're lying. They set me up, but the office, once his domain, was now his cage. Outside, whispers spread. Clients in the waiting area gaped, phones recording Carver's walk of shame. Sophia turned to Ethan and Noah, voice fierce. Dad trusted us to protect his legacy. We did. Ethan ruffled Noah's hair. Especially this guy. Noah grinned, feeling taller than ever. He'd done what his father believed he could. That night, the siblings sat around their old kitchen table, the flash drive between them like a trophy. The inheritance properties, businesses, accounts was theirs again. More importantly, they'd honored their father's trust. Noah reread the note, fingers tracing the ink. Ethan's hand rested on his shoulder. You made him proud, Noah. Sophia nodded. You made us all proud. Outside, the rain had stopped. A golden sunset stretched across the sky. The family, still grieving, felt their father's strength guiding them forward. Sometimes, the fiercest battles are fought with truth and loyalty. Noah didn't just save their future, he upheld his father's legacy by standing tall when no one thought he could. And the truth, no matter how buried, always rises.